Monday Night Football, man.
You ready for that real action? That's why I thought it was Tuesday, man.
What's that 637?
Who was on the thing? That's what I'm saying. Who was that? I'm on my. Man, nobody doing their defense. They just standing still to me. That's what it look like. I'm about to say, come on, Matt. What the fuck was that? Gave you a good pass to Donkey, man. Wow. Crazy shit, man. My dude, guys. My dude. Cause the homie had a wide open slam dunk pass, man. He fucked that up. Yo, who keeps that? It's that dude right there with the golden hair. Number 0. He can't just stand there. He don't know how to use the center, man. Yeah, nah. That's cause yeah, but number 0, I can retard it though. Nice. Help us up. Shit. They ain't checking their people. We gonna lose this. Man. Somehow, yeah, somewhere. That dude, oh my God, Zero, get out the middle, man. He is fucking us up. He ain't even checking this dude, man. Look at that, man. He's in the middle. He's just standing there. Reaching for, I was about to say. Couldn't have been. Nah, I swear, if he stay in that middle again, man, I'm gonna be mad. Look at him again. Yeah. What's the ally player?
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes fall in half, the first thing you'd say is he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
Now a Louisiana native is started here by LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Kansas City.
The numbers for him from a week
wide
ago.
Open, man. You got people wide open. You just go hold on to the ball the whole time, man.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire
That's a ball hog for you right there, man.
The ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run.
They're just only going to beat him to the 2-14 and go be passing.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
People wide open right here. You can't pass it.
First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where
can't stand no ball hog.
to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Just let him score.
He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints.
Pass the ball. Yeah, all right. So I see how you see how this going, right? It's only 2-14 with each other. You see how this going, right?
Scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for
well, that's how it seems like to me. They want to play there. It's just going to be them two. Homie just ball holding like a
some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft,
well, every quarter you get more timeouts, you just go constantly keep on. They ain't go pass the ball, man. Like, they just gonna keep depending on them two. The ball hog, man. I can't do it again with ball hog.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nicole Hartman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
22 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Finally passing, or you still calling me time out?
Darius Slay, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history, and it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year,
I
showed
knew the
his
same
toughness
thing
and
like
came back
Red
and
and
threw
shit.
27 touchdown
Did well,
passes,
and he
making
good for that
4
shit too, man.
interceptions.
We'll go waiting for the last fucking moment.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Also, Raiders in the lead, 4-17.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White.
Raiders win.
Daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Brees. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brees. Almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39-yard punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second down at 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier, Willie Gay on the tackle.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Now the third-year man from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
39-yard attempt.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down,
Yeah,
there's
one of the good in
the
this.
whole situation.
In a
One of
nice
the good
side
in this
relief
story,
defensively
man.
to be able to hold him to 3.
Makes the score Saints 10. Chiefs.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive.
Paul. They still got Paul.
Stiffing when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field
They still
goal
got
for
Paul.
the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed.
You playing your
about the field
game?
goal, but they moved the ball down the field.
Yeah,
with
Big
dispatch
Will waited
and
for the
came
last
away.
moment, young.
And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's Hill, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Complete to Tyreek Hill.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And the first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Alex Anzalone able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
They got the guy from the
big in terms
Bucks.
of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
I mean, they still got their quarterback. I mean, but the Bucks, you know, the black guy, Jameson, yeah.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
I don't know, he's in his 30s. I don't think he's in his 40s like Brady.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Consecutive catches for him, that good for 11. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Damn, my D tackle just got me. What the fuck?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It's Mahomes again. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I'll push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down the middle before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down. And the Saints have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard
Brady's
shy
playing some
there
good
at
D.
24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Harrison Butker.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, Deontay Harris. Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Number 88.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First down, this is Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Breeze. The Sanders has got it complete. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They defer to White out of the shotgun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. With the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That will whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. The give is to Bell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On the handoff, this is White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out, because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. And we'll see. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it with Bell. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes pass
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. He throws there, incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
53.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pick.
2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
No!
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Chiefs.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? This is a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 30.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The pass there over the middle to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro, Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
What's good on the X? So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Returns. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Robinson's got it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, you okay?
Yeah.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they
You like
got
my
it
hair?
here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Thanks.
They go right back to White here on 1st down.
It's a win.
One good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Again they run, again it's Geis. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the run. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
46.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons.
Dallas.